here to Rocha Ballpark in Lawrence as the Sooners go for their 16th straight victory here in Lawrence alongside Casey Williams. I'm Lee Fleisig. OU shortstop Ashlyn Anderson anchors the left side of that defense. Jada Coleman leads things off for the Sooners. And just like she's done the entire series, she's on base. Solid base hit to right.
Jada Coleman, before that hit, she had career hit number 249 last night. That enters her into the program's top 10 hits for her career. Absolutely phenomenal leadoff.
And here's Tiare Jennings, the shortstop. Has had a great series as well. 4 runs on Friday night. Looks the ball 1. Michael Parker is our home plate umpire. Kansas in their all white. Oklahoma in the crimson and black. Hit hard to left. Deep and gone. Tiare Jennings picks right up where Oklahoma left off the last 2 games. A monster 2-run homer, and the Sooners lead 2-0.
Casey Hamilton elevates there. That's about belt high. It is on the outside part of the plate, but when you elevate against OU, that's right where they want it. They want to get their hands extended. She pulls that pitch, takes it out of the ballpark.
So Alyssa Brito steps in, the third baseman. 1, 2, and 3 in this Oklahoma lineup has really done some damage this series. Strike 1.
Yeah, and what you'd like to see from the Jayhawks here is to eliminate the big innings, find ways to come back and get an out here as quick as you can.
Brito with a home run on Friday night. Hamilton up high. 1 and 2. This is such a potent Oklahoma lineup. What would be the key? How do you possibly try to attack them as a pitcher?
Yeah, you definitely want to get ahead like Casey's done here.
That's lifted to left field. Limbaugh goes back at the wall. Gone. Back-to-back home runs for the Sooners as Brito goes deep. It's 3-0.
And that's really what you can't have happen. You get ahead 0-2 in that count, and then you come back on a 1-2 pitch, and she hits a home run. As you can see, that ball's up in the zone. It is on the outer half of the plate, but they're just so strong. They take advantage of it, and not with any help of the wind today.
Wind blowing in a little bit from left field. It's been pretty strong gusting out. Although a couple of those shots from Oklahoma on Friday night, I'm not sure needed much wind help. So Kinzie Hansen will step in, and certainly good news for Oklahoma fans as Kinzie Hansen is getting some at-bats and appears to be getting closer and closer to full health.
Kinzie Hansen, a captain of this team, someone they depend on, usually behind the plate, but has been battling an injury, and she's gotten a few at-bats throughout this series, and she's DPing today.
Outside ball 1. Hit hard to left. 4 straight hits for the Sooners.
You see Casey Hamilton's kind of been living on the outside part of the plate. I don't know if they do look to go in just to mix in something different, work inside to out, maybe to give them a different look. They've capitalized on those outside pitches.
Lena Torres playing first base today. Into right field. Linduff comes in and records the first out. That'll bring up Riley Boone. Left fielder with a pair of hits and a run scored on Friday night. Down low, 1-0. Outside, 2-0.
Riley Boone, she's going to do anything she can to get on base. You see she just showed bunt there. She's shown it a few more times here in the series.
In the air to second base, Rozak grabs it, and they're 2 away.
The right fielder, number 7, Cassidy Pickering.
Cassidy Pickering. The right fielder. A lone freshman in this senior heavy lineup. Outside, 1-0. Up and away. Oklahoma has done a great job of scoring early. First inning home run in both games of this series. 3 runs Friday night. 2 runs Thursday night in the first inning. Strike called.
And they're just so disciplined. They have a plan when they come up to bat. Almost every at bat is a quality at bat. They know what they're looking for, but they're willing to hold off if the ball's not in the zone. And
tied a season high with 13 walks on Friday night. I think that's one of the things that's most impressive to me about this team is obviously they hit the ball and they hit it a long way and they hit a lot of home runs, but they are so disciplined at the plate. I think you look at those numbers, you think they're just going to be swinging away, and they don't get robbed on their hacks, but they do not swing at bad pitches, and it is got to be really tough as a pitcher to face this lineup when they just don't chase. Walk drawn there.
yeah, as you can see, she walks there. She threw a couple pitches on the chalk in the other batter's box. Not a bad miss, but they just aren't buying on those pitches. They have really good patience in the box, but they're not going to get cheated when they swing either.
Riley Ludlam, the catcher. Pair of hits on Friday night. 2 away, 2 down.
Defense is back here, especially Ashlyn Anderson at third base. They're wanting to save a run if the ball does go into play. Keep the ball in the infield.
Foul back. 1-1.
Yeah, as you can see there, you see first baseman's back, third baseman's back. They're playing to save runs.
Hamilton's outside, 2-1.
And you know, I think that's what Kansas needs to do a better job of is when they miss, they need to miss closer. You see there, that ball's not even close. It's not even questionable if they should be swinging. I'd like to see them more in the river, 1 ball, 2 balls off, elevate a little bit, and keep them kind of guessing in the zone.
3-1 out of Ludlam. Strike called. Good pitch. Swing and a miss. Hamilton gets the strikeout to end the inning. Regina, strikeout per inning. She's won each of her last 7 starts. 7-0 with a .72 ERA over that span. Limbaugh held back. And again, we see the defensive shift from the Sooners. Heavy on the left side. As they bring an outfielder in. Jada Coleman steps in at what would be second base. They leave right field open.
Yeah, they're telling Presley Limbaugh, look, we are not going to throw you inside. We're going to work you on the outside part of the plate. We know you want to slap it through the 5-6 hole, which she did yesterday, but they're covering it up. And we'll see if she can launch one over the infield for a simple base hit.
Foul ball there, and down to the count now, 1-2. Limbaugh, KU's top hitter. Slapped away, still 1-2.
And I think for Kansas, you just kind of want to eliminate the strikeouts. Make sure you get the ball in play on the ground. Make their defense work as much as possible. See as many pitches as you can.
Down low, 2-2. Slapped away. Another good crowd here at Rocha Ballpark. Watch the #1 team in the country take on the 24th ranked Jayhawks. Just a little chill in the air as it's climbing towards 50 degrees. I think the predicted high was 64 by mid-afternoon. Limbaugh on the ground. Brito takes care of it, 1 down.
She slaps that one to third base, 1 hop to Brito. She handles it nicely, 5-3 put out.
Is that intimidating for a hitter to see those 3 infielders on the left side of the infield?
I don't know if it's necessarily intimidating. It's more of, you know, you're taking my game away.
Hodge handles it at second base, and they're 2 down.
The catcher, #3.
And those are some pretty good infielders on the left-hand side to begin with when you got Jennings and Brito handling things.
Yeah, Jennings, I want to say, stole a couple of base hits yesterday that were really great hit balls, but her athleticism just scooped them right up. And
here's Lyric Moore for Kansas. KU catcher looks at ball 1. Moore with one of the KU hits on Friday night. Strike called. More on the ground. Hodge over to her right, makes the play. It's 3 up and 3 down for the Kansas Jayhawks. Saw Hodge at the end of Friday night's game, giving the start here on Saturday.
That looked like a pretty good miss to me. Casey Hamilton just got the strikeout last inning with a pitch in that similar location. She doesn't get it then. I think Lyric will continue working back there to kind of see what she can get.
Umpires say she drew it back in time. 3-0 now.
She shows slap, keeps her hands back, and no swing on that one.
Hodge draws a walk to lead off the second inning.
And that's really what you can't do as a pitching staff. 9-hole up, you walk her, put speed on the bags for 1, 2, 3, who all three had hits in the first inning.
Jada Coleman, the center fielder, led the game off with a single. Strike called. Trying to protect, throw to second in time.
As you can see there, Jada Coleman was given the cover swing to protect Avery Hodge. Avery Hodge was 2 for 2 on stolen bases, but Lyric Moore has such a great arm behind the plate. She comes up firing through the swing and gets Hodge out at second. That's pitcher perfect defense right there.
So 0-2 now on Coleman. Outside 1-2. Coleman did her best, but there wasn't much protecting on that pitch, was there?
There wasn't, and I think there's an advantage there. The ball was so far into the other batter's box. It was on Lyric Moore's glove side. Helped her get into her throwing motion a little bit quicker.
Down low, 2-2. So Patty Gasso not satisfied to just live with the long ball, trying to keep the bases moving. That's hit hard to right. Talk about long ball. That's off the practice facility. Another home run for Jada Coleman.
What a weekend Jada Coleman has had. She homered twice yesterday, base hit today, homers again in her second at bat. Casey Hamilton tries to go up in the zone here with a rise ball. They do such a good job. One of the best teams in the country of getting their hands to that pitch and driving it out of the ballpark.
Coleman with 2 home runs last night. Adds another here. Speaking of home runs, Tiare Jennings homered in the first inning. First of back-to-back for the Sooners to open the game. Strike called, 1-1. In the center field, Price comes on to make the grab. 2 away.
baseman, Alyssa Brito.
Alyssa Brito with the second of those back-to-back home runs in the first inning. Outside. Fouled back. 1-1.
They really do like the pitch up in the zone. They're going to take their hacks on that pitch.
Popped up. Linduff comes in from right field and makes the catch. Bottom of the second, Haley Kripe steps in for Kansas. The number 4 hitter. Facing Kirsten Deal of Oklahoma. Sooners with 1 in the top of the second.
Yeah, Kripe had a hit yesterday. See if she can carry that into today. However, Deal has a 106 average for right-handed hitters this year. Pretty incredible.
Up high, 3-0. Strike 1.
You see the catcher there had her glove out, like, I'm right here, just find the zone, and just a simple fastball for strike 1.
Right, one of those 2 hits on Friday night. Draws a walk.
And that's exactly what you want to try to get on the board. A first pitch walk.
Designated player, number 23, Olivia Bruno.
Here's Olivia Bruno. Saw action in the circle on Friday night. Strike 1. Bruno with home run power. And a runner on. Strike 2.
Such a strong kid, and that's where you need to take advantage of those strikes. That ball's middle. You'd like to see her take a hack there. And now she's going to have to shorten up a little bit with an 0-2 count.
Runner thought about going now, caught between first and second. Kripe goes back to first and is thrown out. I think Kripe was kind of caught between spots there. She saw the ball in the dirt and maybe thought about advancing. And
yeah, you see a lot of teams, ball in the dirt. If you read it well, you're 100% going no matter what. But Haley Kripe kind of questions it. Ludlam does a nice job there keeping the ball in front of her.
Bruno holds back, 2-2. Jennings grabs that one, or 2 down.
The first baseman, number 6, Campbell Bagshaw.
Campbell Bagshaw, Kansas first baseman, steps in with 2 down. She ended the no-hitter with 2 outs in the 7th inning on Thursday night with a home run. Broke up the no-hitter and the shutout. To right field, base hit.
What a great job by Bagshaw. She sees middle, hits it to the right side of the field. She leads the team in batting average. She's just aggressive. She's gritty. She doesn't want to fail, and she finds a way to get on base. Nice job by Bagshaw.
There's the third baseman, Ashlyn Anderson. Deal misses outside, 1-0. Up high.
This is where you'd like to see Anderson capitalize here. You'd like to think Deal would come in the zone on this pitch so she doesn't get behind too much.
Makes a good pitch there, 2-1.
Yeah, that's a good pitch. It's on the outside part of the plate. If Anderson's not ready for that pitch, that's a good take.
On the ground, Torres handles it. The Jayhawks leave one aboard. Casey Hamilton will face Kinsey Hansen to lead things off here in the top of the third.
Casey Hamilton continued to get stronger as the game went on Thursday, and we'll see if she does that today.
Fouled back. We mentioned she held Oklahoma scoreless for 4 straight innings, and incredibly, that's just the third time that has happened this season to the Sooners.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often. She kept them off balance. A lot of pop flies to the outfield, which is what you're going to see with Oklahoma, and she did a nice job at the end of the game.
Outside, 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Hamilton's been throwing up in the zone. That's primarily her best pitch. You see she comes back lower in the zone there. Hansen's not ready for it. They don't see it very often from Hamilton, and kind of gets her guessing.
Fouled away. Into the air and right. Linduff drifts back as Ruman makes the catch. 1 down. Patty Gasso's team off to a great start in conference. Texas losing a game this week, so that's opened up a 2-game lead for the Sooners now as those two get prepared to battle next weekend. Oklahoma State making a bit of a move, and Kansas 7-4 with a great start to the conference season.
Kansas heads to Iowa State next weekend. They see a midweek game against Nebraska. Really good week for them, and as you said, Oklahoma goes on the road to Texas for the Red River rivalry, and it's kind of hard to say.
That's why I let you handle that one. Helena Torres looks at ball 2. We were talking before the game about the plate discipline from Oklahoma, and I know that JT Gasso does a great job as their hitting coach, but is that a skill that you learn, or are these the best players in the country, and that's just what the best players do, is be very, very selective about their pitches?
Yeah, I think inherently when you get the best players in the country, you're going to see a little bit of that right off the bat, you know. But overall, JT's done a great job. Year after year, they have one of the best batting averages in the country. They take such great active takes on every single pitch. They get their foot down. They're ready to attack, but if they don't, then they hold off, as you can see there. And they always have a plan when they step in the box.
Okay, you were a Hall of Fame hitter at Wichita State. You're up 3-1 in the count. Are you looking for a spot here? Are you looking for a pitch? What are you looking for as a hitter?
What do kids say today? I'm all gas, no brakes in that situation. I want to hit. I mean, I'll take a walk, but I definitely want to hit the ball. And Torres took a hack there as well, as she wants to hit too. And 3-1 counts, one of the best counts.
So no matter the spot, no matter the pitch, you're looking to swing it.
I was very aggressive, but if it's close, yes, I'm getting my chance for sure.
3-2 count now. Into right field. Linda chases, that's down. Extra bases now for Torres. Stand-up double. Just perfectly placed down that right field line.
Yeah, this ball barely lands inside the line. That's a great pitch. That ball is down in the zone on the outside part of the plate. She sticks her hands out there, drives it out to the outfield. There's not much you can do there, and she has a stand-up double.
So Riley Boone, who popped out to second base back in the first inning. You hear the chants of Boone from the Oklahoma fans. A lot of red in the stands, but a lot of Kansas fans as well. And a lot of young faces too. We talked about there's a softball tournament in town. A lot of young players along the rail and watching their heroes from both sides. Outside 2-0.
Yeah, both teams have a great showing throughout the season. Oklahoma is going to bring, obviously, a sellout crowd every game, and Kansas has grown. They've had a great year. They're now ranked number 24 in the country, and people come out to watch good softball.
Good pitch from Hamilton. 2-1 now. On the ground, Kripe over to first. Good play from the Kansas shortstop. Torres heads to third.
The right fielder, Cassie Pickering.
Riley Boone hits that a hard ground ball to shortstop. Haley Kripe fields it. Got on her quick. I think a little quicker than she intended, but gets the out at first.
Cassidy Pickering drew a walk in the first inning. Runner at third for the freshman. 1-0. Change of speeds, just misses outside 2-0.
Yeah, you don't see that from Hamilton too often. She struggled to find her off speed throughout the season. Great pitch placement there, but it is out of the zone. It's good to see she might be finding that pitch a little bit. Hopefully she can use it a little more throughout the game.
Swing and a miss. 2-1 now. Strike called. 2-2. Outside 3-2. Let's see Pickering choking up a little bit on that bat. 2-strike approach here.
Yeah, she's thinking, you know, I want to do anything I can. Runner at third. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play, make Kansas work a little bit.
Outside. Second walk drone from Pickering. Now Riley Ludlam was struck out to end the first inning.
Casey Hamilton, for sure that was a strike. That's a great miss. Really a pitch that could go either way on the outer part of the plate. It's called ball 4. Runners at first and third.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
You can kind of see Hamilton is settling in a little bit. She's finding her groove, hitting her spots a little bit better, and see if she can continue to get a little stronger and a little stronger.
Fouled back. Swing and a miss. Hamilton gets her second strikeout. Sarah Rozak leads things off for Kansas here in the bottom of the third.
Everybody clap your hands. Clap your hands.
And I think it's just so important, you know, Deal has kind of struggled to get ahead of batters. But when you have your opportunity, you have got to be on go. You've got to be aggressive. You've got to be ready to hit.
And tight 2-0. The short right field, Hodge makes a nice play to go get it. One away.
Double-0, Angela Price.
Yeah, in the right mindset there. 2-0 pitch, outside part of the plate. She kind of just pulls off that pitch a little bit off the end of her bat. Hodge makes a great play.
Betty Gasso wants a conversation with her pitcher. We may have a pitching change here. That's going to be it for Deal. So Carly Keeney will take over.
Your attention, please.
The right-hander.
Now pitching for Oklahoma, number 8, Carly Keeney.
Graduate senior from Providence, Kentucky. She enters the weekend 4th in the Big 12 with a 1.19 ERA. Comes from a Liberty.
She does have 13 relief appearances in 2024. So a role she's accustomed to. You see many of the young fans enjoying the day.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting with Ludlam, you see with Deal, she had on blue tape across her chest. With Keeney, she now has red tape. You'd like to think that they practice with that. Maybe it's easier for them to find the zone there. Just something that they can put their eyes to really focus in on a spot they want to hit. That's a little bit easier to see.
Yeah, I was going to say the vertical tape for the previous pitcher, right, was blue, and then the red is horizontal, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, that is correct. And you saw Ludlam take it off her chest guard and put on the red, and that's definitely something they have to practice in their bullpens.
Pounded into the ground by Price. Tough play. Brito handles it. Nice play by the third baseman.
Yeah, Price mishits his ball. Brito comes up, one-hands it, doesn't even use her glove, picks it up, throws it to first for an out. Price has some speed, and Brito makes a fantastic play over at third base. And as you can see here, they have now put on the shift. They're not going to throw Presley Limbaugh anything inside. They're daring her for a ground ball on the left side of the field and saying, you cannot get it through us.
Limbaugh grounded out to Brito in the first inning. Brito with a nice snag over to first. The shift pays off again. The Jayhawks go 1-2-3 in the third. Top of the fourth we go. Casey Hamilton looking in at Avery Hodge. The Sooners second baseman, number 9 hitter. Strike one.
Casey and the defense did a nice job last inning. Held them scoreless an inning before Thursday night's game. You'll see if they can carry that on today.
Hamilton just misses there, 1-1.
Hodge walked her first at bat, shows slap. She can also stand in and swing it.
Popped up. Lyric Moore calls it. Makes the catch. It's always a tough play for a catcher, isn't it, with that ball spinning back and kind of heading back towards the stands.
Yeah, you want to get your body turned around towards the crowd to kind of help with that spin, and Lyric does a nice job. Make sure she has it at the end and for out number 1.
Top of the order now, Jada Coleman, who has a single and a home run. She falls awkwardly. Let's make sure she's okay.
she took that pitch, and I can't tell if it's a knee or a, maybe looked like an ankle right there. She kind of just collapsed a little bit, but she looks like she's doing okay.
There's no way you're coming out of this game in this series the way that she's hit the last 3 games, is there?
Absolutely phenomenal weekend. I think 3 home runs thus far, and a base hit today, a home run today.
Outside, 2-1. You know, I was going to say, in the second inning, when she was swinging to protect the runner, she almost went down a little awkwardly in that at bat too. Of course, then she hit a home run, so I'm thinking she's okay. But it was a little bit of the same swing.
Yeah,
she had
it was.
Here. 2-1 pitch, pounded into the ground. 2-2.
She does look a little awkward, maybe here, trying to get her bearings a little bit. I have no doubt she'll battle and try to find a way.
Hamilton just misses outside. Full count now, 3-2.
That's really a great 2-2 pitch. If I'm Coach Eberling right there, that's a great spot. I wouldn't want it anywhere else against this hitter. Great pitch location.
Coleman draws a walk.
The shortstop, T.R.A. Jennings.
I feel like as she was running down to first a little bit, she did seem like she was in a tad bit of pain, but it doesn't look like we're going to stop or anything like that, and we're just going to keep rolling.
I think the Sooner trainer was about halfway out there to check on her. T.R.A. Jennings with a hot shot into left field. Coleman looked like she was running pretty well to second base there. So it's 2 aboard now for Alyssa Brito.
Outside part of the plate, elevated, and
Alyssa Brito.
hits the ball hard right past Ashlyn Anderson for a base hit into left field.
Brito with that home run in the first inning. Second part of back-to-back. And 2 runners aboard here. 1 down. Next to the pitch outside. Out of play down the right field line. 1-1. Well, you got to think a key time in this game if Kansas can somehow get out of this unscathed and keep it a 4-0 game.
Yeah,
Oklahoma looking to break it open.
I'm doing everything I can to get an out here. Oklahoma drives the ball out into center field, and
Coleman's going to come around third and score. RBI single for Brito.
The designated player.
she takes that pitch right where it comes from on the outside part of the plate, gets an RBI, and Brito has just been a constant for them. Preseason All-American this year, and
Kinsey Hansen, single in the first, fly out in the third. 2 on for her with just 1 down. Two and 0. Lyric Moore wants to have a quick talk.
Hamilton was doing so well finding the zone last inning. She's probably just out visiting, saying refocus here. Let's be smart. Hansen's a great hitter, you know. Continue to work. They have been going all outside on her. We'd like to see if that'll change. And didn't know if there was going to be a change there, if he was just getting a softball.
Back at it now, 2-0. Mackenzie Hansen, designated hitter today. Fouled back.
And that's exactly what you want to see right after a mound visit. Good pitch placement on the outside part of the plate. Now go back to work. See what you can do to get another out.
Right back up the middle. Into center field. One run is in. The Sooners add to their lead.
What a great base hit by Hansen. She sees it, middle out. Drives it into the outfield. Then whether that's with walks or hits, they really do a nice job.
So here's Torres, who doubled in the third inning. Runners at the corners with one down. Lays down a perfect bunt. The scoop to Moore is not in time. The runner is out at third. Torres gets the job done to get the run across.
Yeah,
But Hansen's out at third.
You don't see Torres bunt very often. The squeeze works. However, the play doesn't stop. Hansen tries to squeeze in another base, and Lyric Moore does a nice job of getting the ball down at third.
How about the defensive rotation for the Kansas Jayhawks? Still Kripe covering third there to get the throw. Did not swing there from Riley Boone.
Yeah, Ashlyn Anderson sees bunt, so inherently she's going to crash, which brings the shortstop over to third base, ready for the tag.
Two down. Torres went to second on the throw. Into right field, to right at Linda, who makes the catch to retire the side. But the Sooners strike again. They put 3 on the board and lead here in Lawrence 7-0. Strike from Carly Keeney, who is on in relief. Linda grounded to second in the first inning. Strike called, 0-2.
It almost seems to me like they might be guessing a little bit. She gets a ball on the inner part of the plate. She gets one on the outer part of the plate. She takes both pitches.
On the ground to third, Brito. A strong throw, 1 down.
The catcher, Lyric Moore.
You'd like to see her swing maybe just a little bit earlier in the count, depending on what she's looking for. Is she looking for in? Is she looking for out? She got both of them. She took 2 pitches, and then she's down 0-2 in the count.
That got a piece of Lyric Moore. Well, I wonder if that's that same left hand that she got hit in the previous series on a swing.
Yeah, I thought from the initial it might have looked like it got her on the inside of her forearm, but I could have been wrong.
Well, it's just one of those things. Is like when you've got something that hurts, it's just that the ball always finds it, doesn't it?
She definitely comes inside here.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like it might have got her on the outside part of her wrist potentially. Oh.
Moore says she's okay.
Now batting for the Jayhawks next shortstop, Haley.
Well, you know, as a catcher, there is never a time you feel good, right? I mean, it's just.
Especially with her catching every single game, no break. She's such a tough kid.
Strike called to Haley Kripe.
And any way you can get on now, you'll do it. And gives Kansas a base runner to see what they can do here in the bottom of the fourth.
Kripe walked in the second inning. Outside, 1-1. Two and one. Into left field. Boone makes the grab. Two down.
Keeney went in on her hands there. I don't think Kripe was expecting it. She was a little bit late, gets a little bit jammed. Fly ball into left field.
Here's Olivia Bruno, lined out to the shortstop. The second inning. Good play from Ludlam to keep that ball in front of her. Keep Moore at first base. Up high.
Two-0 pitch. If I'm Bruno here, I'm thinking I'll go unless it's completely out of the zone.
On the outside part of the plate, 2-1. Inside.
That's a good miss by Keeney. She works out, then she comes back in, same sequence. She just did with Kripe. 3-1 count, one of the best hitting counts.
Bruno draws a walk, and the Jayhawks have two aboard.
The first baseman, Campbell Bagshaw.
Campbell Bagshaw singled in the second inning. Had that home run on Thursday night. And a chance to get her Jayhawks back in this game.
Runner in scoring position. She leads the team in RBIs with 25. This is exactly who you want at the plate in a situation against Oklahoma.
Comes out swinging, fouls that one back, 0-1.
And And that's what I like so much about Bagshaw is her aggressiveness. She swung at the first pitch in her last at bat. She gets a base hit. She's usually not going to let a good pitch go by without a swing, and I appreciate that.
Fouled back. One of my favorite coaches of all time was a former minor league pitcher, and he always used to preach. He said, the first pitch you see is the best pitch you're going to see. Now, I'm not sure that really goes along with a lot of the thought of today of seeing more pitches, but his point was always be aggressive on the first pitch because the pitcher wants to get ahead, doesn't want to get behind you. That's the best pitch you're going to see. Strike 3 called. Great pitch from Keeney. And the Jayhawks leave 2 aboard. Casey Hamilton remains in the circle for the Jayhawks. Strike from Hamilton. We were talking between innings about Patty Gasso and finding spots to keep her players active and to keep them engaged. Seems like she's done a pretty good job this weekend of finding spots and mixing her lineup a little bit.
Yeah, I think today she has 7 seniors in her lineup. You know, heading to the SEC after this year, you're going to look like a whole different ball team. You got to find those opportunities to get these kids some at-bats, see how they can do, since the roster right now is so senior heavy.
Into right field. Lindiff calls for it. Makes the catch.
Your attention, please. Pitch hitting for Oklahoma. Number 1, Sydney Sanders.
Sydney Sanders will grab a bat. Sanders played first base on Friday night. Now getting a pinch hit. So an interesting interview with Patty Gasso with Bob Stoops, former great football coach at Oklahoma. And they were talking about her approach this year and some of her former players. They said, you know, you've gotten soft. You've gotten soft on your team from the way you were with us. And some of Patty Gasso's current players said, yeah, we want you to be a little tougher on us. We want you to hold us more accountable. We want that old attitude back. And she said she's kind of brought that back this year a little bit more.
Isn't that so funny how players, they leave and they think they had it one way, and then players who have it now think they have it a different way. And
always harder when you were there, right?
Yeah, you're exactly right. You always feel a little bit sorry for the times you were there, but she's obviously doing something right, no matter how her coaching style works. And I think that goes along with the players you have. You know, you have to change your coaching style depending on who's on your roster, and that's going to change with time.
Sanders draws a walk. I think it was also interesting, she told Bob Stoops that in the start of the year in 2000, she was actually thinking that maybe she'll go back to California. You know, she wasn't making a lot of money as the Oklahoma softball coach. She didn't know if things were really going to work out. She was thinking that maybe the family would move back to California. And 2000 was a breakthrough season. They won a national championship, and you know, she's off and running. She's Natty Patty now, but you know, it's interesting to hear, you know, how that changed, you know, from her approach and the way things went at Oklahoma, and obviously now an icon and 7 national championships. But it takes work, doesn't it?
It does, and she's done such a great job. And the best players in the country, year in and year out, she turns over rosters. And
Avery Hodge looks at strike 1. I think Ludlam has come back to run at first base. Slap foul. Sanders hit for her, and then Ludlam in to run. The Oklahoma catcher. I think Jim McFall's just asking for an explanation there.
I think she might have been asking on an explanation about the runner potentially and the timing.
Outside. 1 and 2. Slot foul down the right field line. Abby Carsley has taken over behind the plate for Lyric Moore, so hopefully that's not because of the hit by pitch.
Yeah, it did
Lyric
get her
Moore
on
looked
that
like she was
glove hand.
and a little bit of pain.
And if she's receiving all those pitches and that ball hit her right in the wrist there.
Rozak goes to second to get the lead runner. 2 away.
The center fielder, Jada Coleman.
Back to the top of the order now. Jada Coleman, who I think has only been kept off base 1 time in this series. Ran it into a double play the second inning of game number 1. Otherwise, she's been hitting home runs, drawing walks, getting hits. Looks a ball 1 there. Three runs scored in this one. She had a home run in the second inning. Fouled away.
Yeah, great weekend by Coleman. She's selected to the first team preseason All-American. She was an All-American last year and All-American the year before that.
Outside 2-1. 2 down here in the top of the 5th. Casey Hamilton has gone the distance for Kansas. Just misses outside. Feel just a little bit of frustration there from Hamilton. Thought that was a pretty good pitch.
Yeah, I thought that was a good pitch location. I think she's wondering where that's at. When you face these hitters, you want every pitch you possibly can get. And
so you want to give Jada Coleman 3-1, do you?
Absolutely not.
Draws a walk, her second of the game.
The shortstop, Tiare Jennings.
Tiare Jennings with a 2-run homer in the first inning to get the scoring started. She singled and scored a run in the 4th. Strike called. 0-1. Carsley with a good job to keep that in front.
Yeah, she worked well behind the plate yesterday as well. Just a freshman, strong kid. Was talking to Coach McFalls a little bit. Really raw talent. Excited to see what she can do as the years go on.
Popped up. Rozak calling for it. Makes the catch. Anderson granted out to third. Or to first, excuse me, in the second inning. Carly Keeney starts her off with a strike.
Keeney comes in, she's working ahead there.
Right back up the middle, base hit for Ashlyn Anderson. Missed the second base hit for the Jayhawks.
That to me looked like off speed. She tries something different, slows it down. Ashlyn Anderson takes advantage of it being up in the zone and drives it right back up the middle.
Addison Purvis will pinch hit now for Sarah Rozak. Strike on the inside corner, 0-1.
Purvis has DH'd at times for the Jayhawks this year. You see the last two pitches, they've come inside on her. Kansas has had opportunities. They've gotten runners on. It's just not being able to score them. You'd like to see them do something with a leadoff hit, no outs.
2-1 to Purvis. Hit hard, Brito had it, dropped it. Well, let's see how they score this.
Purvis takes a 2-1 pitch, liner. Brito bobbles it a little bit, so she throws to second, thinking she didn't make the catch.
So are they going to rule that a catch because Anderson is still at first base, right?
It looks to me like they ruled it a catch, and then everyone stays.
Okay.
Everybody clap your hands.
One down.
Clap, clap, clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands.
Looks like we got another new hitter here, and Anna Souls up to bat.
Souls with a ground ball. Jennings to second for one. Not in time at first. Good hustle from Anna Souls.
Ground ball to Tiare Jennings. Souls just gets there before the ball in first. A close play.
Kansas now. Presley Limbaugh.
And you see, even with a runner on base, they're still going to do the shift.
Pounded into the ground. Foul.
Jada Coleman's out there saying, I got second. If the
I kind of want to see a ground ball
here.
to Jada Coleman. She's done everything else. I want to see her take a ground ball at second base. The center fielder moving into that, what would generally be maybe a tight second base position.
Everybody clap your hands.
Limbaugh lets that one go by. 1-1.
Clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands.
Nearly slapped down the left field line. 1-2.
Made good contact there, was just foul.
Did she go? Yes. The rally is ended. Oklahoma keeps a 0 on the board. 7-0 Sooners here in Lawrence as we head to the 6th. Hamilton still in the circle. Facing Alyssa Brito, who homered in the first. RBI single in the 4th. Outside. Hit hard. How about the, oh, nice knockdown from Stafford. Nearly a great play. As she cut that one off, that would have been a sensational play.
That is a great effort by Stafford. She leaves her feet, goes horizontal, and when she hits the ground, she had it, but it just bounced out at the last second. That's what you want to see from a kid who comes in, first play. Brito with a hard hit ball.
So a base hit from Brito. Brings up Kinsey Hansen. Short center field. Tatum calls for it. Records the out.
And I think it's so funny and such our game, you know. You put two people in who haven't seen playing time this series, and where does the ball go? They each get a shot to make their play, and the ball's going to find you. And you better be ready.
One down, outside. Paulina Torres. Strike called, 1-1. Up high.
What I love about Hamilton is she's going to continue to work. A bend, don't break mentality.
On the ground. Tatum handles this one over to first base. A 2 away.
Ground ball to Tatum. She wants to go to second. She kind of bobbles it a little bit. She makes a nice decision there to go to first.
Tatum,
a sophomore out of Huntington, Texas.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for Oklahoma, number 43.
Quincy Lilio will be a pinch hitter here for Riley Boone. Strike called. Runner at second now, 2 down.
Lilio had a base hit and a walk yesterday. She's gotten an at-bat or two in each game of the series.
Foul back 0-2. Outside. Brito getting way off on second base.
You see Carsley came up there almost ready to snap throw back to second. I'm not sure if they're trying to bait her into that, so Brito goes to third, or if Brito's lead's just a little bit bigger.
Fouled back. Made a nice play on the hop. He didn't catch it on the fly, but he made a nice play on the hop. So, way to stick with it, sir. And then you messed up the throw back to the field. That's the way to stay with it.
Yeah, he doesn't quit, but then he tosses it back to a little one, and she misses it. And I actually think it hit Coach Willigman on the head entering the dugout. She tries to catch it, it bounces, and then, oh, there he is.
2-2 pitch. Hit hard down the right field line and hooking foul. Leo got a good swing on it. Outside. Full count. 2 down, runner at second. Outside.
Really a great at bat by Lilio, battling back there, finding a way to get on base.
Seventh walk the Sooners have drawn. Anna Core, who flew out to right back in the 5th inning. Replacement for Cassidy Pickering. Has 2 runners on. On the ground, Kripe goes to second. Tatum steps on the bag. And the Sooners leave 2 aboard. Our crew still talks about the home run she hit deep to right field. Last season.
Yeah, Bizarre. She has so much pop in her bat if she makes contact.
In the center field, and how about the play from Coleman?
And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Bizarre squares that ball up, a lot of pop. She almost got Coleman there. I think Coleman might have taken. Almost gets it over, but she makes up some ground and makes a last second play. That's a great play by Coleman.
Everybody clap your hands.
Abby Carsley, who took over behind the plate for Lyric Moore.
Clap your hands. All right, now, we got
She drives one to left center field. And gone. Home run for Carsley.
How about the freshman? She had 2 good at-bats yesterday. She comes in today to fill in for Lyric Moore. She finds a pitch she likes and drives it out of the ballpark. You can see here that pitch is elevated. She gets her hands to the ball. What a nice job by Carsley. It's got to feel good to get on the board.
7-1 now, Oklahoma.
And Guerin, up until this point, had logged multiple scoreless innings, and Carsley changes that.
First career home run for Abby. That one just misses to Haley Kripe, 2-1.
You know, and up until this point, Guerin had a 0 ERA. You like to see how she comes back from giving up a hit, which she doesn't give up very often. And she's struggling to find the zone a little bit. You wonder if Kansas will take this to their advantage and see what they can do with it.
On the ground. Brito takes care of it, 2 away.
The designated player, Olivia Bruno.
Olivia Bruno is lined out to short and walked. Comes up here with 2 down. Guerin changes speeds, but misses 1-0.
She does like the off-speed first pitch. We saw it a couple times yesterday. She shows it again there. She's not afraid to go to that pitch just to give them something different to look at.
Strike called, 1-1. Down low, 2-1. Strike called. 2-2 now to Bruno. Just misses 3-2.
That's a really good 2-2 pitch. She shows off speed again. That's her second in a row. Bruno shows some patience, holds on that pitch, and we'll see what she can do with 3-2.
Hits it hard down the left field line, but just foul.
That was really close, Leaf. From up here, I thought it was very, very close. I'm curious to see if they...
Jen McFalls with a quick word with that umpire who had a great look at it right down the line.
Oh.
Wow. Bruno takes this one into center field. Coleman comes on and makes a great catch. The center fielder comes in on this hard hit ball and lays out perfectly. Ball stays in the glove.
You see she extends her glove hand out there. Actually, if you extend with both hands, you get shorter. That's picture perfect textbook of what you want to see a center fielder do. She's been so strong out there. What a great play.
This is Ella Parker getting the pinch hit. Facing Casey Hamilton. Strike called. 1-1. Deep to left center field. Limbaugh goes back. Makes the catch at the wall. It's a long out.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for Oklahoma, number 12, Maya Bland.
Maya Bland will hit for Avery Hodge.
We saw Bland yesterday as well. She can bunt. She has a lot of speed. She slaps. She swings. Carsley does a nice job behind the plate there again. Keeps the ball in front of her.
1-0 to the freshman. One and one. Tatum has had a busy day after late inning replacement. Makes the play. 2 away. And here's Jada Coleman, who has just absolutely done everything in this series. Great defensive plays, home run power. Only failed to reach base once in the 3 games.
She has had quite the series.
That's the ball 1.
And just so much energy. I mean, that's what you want to see in a player. She has so much energy. She carries it with her all the time, and
she made a great read on that ball to center field. I mean, that was a hard hit line drive, and she was able to get the jump on it and get a glove on it and hang on to the ball with a diving catch.
yeah, if you stutter for 1 second there, you're probably not making that catch. She was 100% in from the get-go. She did a nice job.
Outside 3-0. Coleman's drawn 2 walks today already. Third walk drawn by Coleman. Tiare Jennings will step in now.
Tiare Jennings.
She homered back in the first, a 2-run shot, singled in the fourth. A couple of runs scored.
Coleman has walked 7 times in this series, so it does show some patience.
Hit hard into center field. Coleman will hold up at second base. They're 2 on with 2 out. Third hit of the day for Jennings.
Tiare Jennings gets a pitch on the outside part of the plate, pulls it a little bit, still up the middle. Is aggressive, first pitch swing, and finds her way on the bases.
Alyssa Brito now with 3 hits on the day, including that home run in the first. Good pitch from Hamilton, 0-1. To second, Tatum with a busy day, makes the throw to first. And the Jayhawks are out of the inning. Campbell Bagshaw will lead things off for Kansas. Their last chance here in the bottom of the 7th. Bagshaw with a base hit in the 2nd inning.
Monticelli's very accustomed to coming in. She has 9 games finished, possibly 10 after yesterday. And
side 2-0.
they bring her in to get the job done.
Hit hard to second. Nice glove. Avery Hodge.
That's a great play by Hodge. That's a hard hit ground ball to second base, and she leaves her feet just to make sure she has it and gets it out of first.
Kitten Stafford will step in. Took over for Ashlyn Anderson. Stafford nearly made a great play at third on a line drive. Did well to knock it down. Just outside. We see that stripe across Kinsey Hansen's chest protector, but you know that gear is so dark. Does that help maybe give just an eye target to the pitcher? Because Oklahoma with the dark jerseys and obviously the dark chest protector, you don't see much back there except the glove.
Yeah, and I think just in general, you know, if I'm on the pitching mound and I look up, the first thing I'm going to focus on is not the people behind me, is that red. And I think that's a way that they can get their pitchers to really hone in on the zone and where the zone is. Different technique, but it works for them.
And it lines up almost perfectly at the knees too, doesn't it?
Yes.
We've seen a blue vertical stripe on the Oklahoma catchers. Swing and a miss, good pitch. There you see the blue and the vertical. That was for Nicole May. Two-two pitch. Up high.
She just swung at a rise ball, so she's just going to keep continuing to climb the ladder and see how high she can get Stafford. Stafford holds on that one.
Outside. Stafford draws a walk. Now Emma Tatum, who took over at second base for Sarah Rozak.
You know, and that's what you want to see in a freshman, that you're giving some at-bats to, giving some playing time. She comes in and she draws the walk. It's a good at-bat.
And fouls it back. Tatum from Huntington, Texas. Strike called. Hit hard to right field. That's going to drop. Stafford heads to third, and the Jayhawks have runners at the corners. Well, how bright is the future at Kansas?
It's very bright. It's great to see. She gives those kids some chances. They find a way to get on the base. That pitch is way up in the zone, and the right fielder was playing way over into center field, and she drives that one, gets her hands to it, drives it into right field. It's a great piece of hitting by Tatum.
Or did a good job to get that ball back and cut it off before it got to the wall, and probably saved a run. So one down for Angela Price.
Everybody clap your hands. Clap, clap, clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands.
Kinsey Hansen comes out, runners at first and third to make a call.
So we're gonna miss 1-1.
Monticelli only had 21 walks in 80 innings last season.
I got her. That's going to load the bases.
And she's hit Angela Price just now and walked Stafford.
With the bases loaded, the shift is on. 3 infielders to the left-hand side. Outside.
Infield's in here. Nicole May is so efficient. She showed that yesterday. You see a ball in the zone, you want to make sure you're ready.
Slapped into left field, base hit. 1 run is in. 2 runs score.
She finally gets one over the infield. She elevates. She sends it out to left center field, brings in 2 runs. You love to see that for Presley Limbaugh. She comes back after being injured, and what a great pitch to capitalize on. That's just a great piece of hitting. Kansas is not done yet, Lee.
I'm not sure, but I think Emma Tatum just ran through the stop sign there. She was coming home.
She said, we need runs.
Ainsley Linda steps in now. Couple of ground outs, but 2 aboard, just 1 out. Fouled on the left field line.
Two strikes for Linduff here. You haven't seen May mix in a ton of off speed up until this point. You wonder if she does it here. If I'm Linduff, I'm shortening up on my swing. I'm doing everything I can to put the ball in play. Anything close to keep this rally moving.
Down low, in the dirt, runners advance.
Great base running by Angela Price. She sees the ball in the dirt early. She doesn't hesitate and immediately takes third.
So now 2 in scoring position. Back to the pitcher. May looks back to the runner. Makes the play to first. Abby Carsley, who homered in the 6th. Another one would make it really interesting. 2 away. Outside.
Everybody clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands.
Carsley has so much pop. She hit the ball hard twice yesterday, homers today.
in the air. Coleman's calling for it. And that'll do it. The Kansas rally comes up just short, but I'm sure Jim McFalls will point to that as a point of pride with their team.
That's exactly what you want to see. You know, they're not going to give up. They're going to continue to fight, and they found a way to put runs on in the 7th inning.
With autographs, if you'd like to get